Hello, my name is Joshua Brett Ogburn. This is public speaking makeup for my course director. This is the best practices in speeching. Basically, it's where we start studying speeches that are online that's given to a wide audience by focusing mainly on the person giving the speech, like this video. First video is on Wes Benedict and Rick Perry's flaws, making very good points and delivering all the major flaws and trying to vote Rick Perry into president. I really enjoyed this video, even though Mr. Benedict was having trouble with eye contact, constantly reading off. You can see his eyes floating around, not making direct contact continuously, showing that he was mostly reading off a board, wasn't really focusing on what he was really trying to say, but just basically going through the numbers. But if the speech was originally written by him, I pretty much enjoyed and agreed with his viewpoints. Very stiff and seemingly nervous. I noticed he had basically it was like a lack of movement, more like he was standing instead of in a resting, comfortable position, showing that he was trying to be more imposing while standing straight and erect and trying to be more aggressive in the nature of delivering the speech, so more people try to take him more seriously. I believe he would have got better results if he was a bit more calm and relaxed while trying to display his viewpoints. His ethos basically was the problems with the policies and the free market that Rick Perry has been showing. It was very good delivery, showing, explaining many viewpoints and many examples in recent history with his campaigns as governor of Texas. His logos, basically the illegal bills passed against the will of the people, such as an immunization. He speaks of in the video how many girls had to get an immunization to a type of disease that even the girls couldn't say no to, nor the parents, even though they may or may not require it, that the freedom of choice was stripped away for the greater whole of the people, when the people was originally saying no, they don't want to do such, damaging those basic civil liberties that we Americans enjoy. Pathos, the bad direction with Rick Perry basically becoming president. If Rick Perry has so many things against him as just a simple governor of a major state, what would be the repercussions of him becoming president with a larger control instead of state policy with federal policy? He made a good point, making me not want to vote for Rick Perry due to the damaging repercussions of his administration. My second video is on Mark Grannis. Basically, he's a libertarian, trying to explain to the general public about many problems that we're having with our basic government today, the founding structures of it, and how we can try to improve upon it by simply changing a few bases of our foundations that we have. Pathos, weak foundation in our structure as a government, such as many redundant systems that serve no purpose, and how we keep flooding money into it, causing a bigger hole in our own budget, which holds back many projects that need to go forward, such as the NASA program, or such as the welfare program, or comp and pen for people that have been hurt, or basic social security for the elderly. All these programs are held back because many of these outdated programs that support federal projects that only serve for federal means for people in the House of Representatives and the House of Congress has no purpose toward the American people, and asking why should the American people pay for these programs. He had a great delivery. I viewed it as slightly boring for the lack of visual presentations. It was more continuously talking, not very much movement, trying to jump on one topic and try to hit it hard as you can, just jump to another topic, hitting hard as you can, instead of trying to put more feeling or emotion behind it. But other than that, it was great delivery, showing many good viewpoints between the pathos, logos, and ethnos of what he was trying to speak of. And overall, I understood he was trying to explain the freedom of choice, basically, and the less government we have controlling, or Big Brother basically watching us, saying if the people can govern themselves and learn how to govern themselves better, and how we can try to be more dependent of ourselves rather than someone tell us to do, we'll have less corruption, more responsibilities to our own means, and more control over our own problems. So it'll be a faster recovery process rather than waiting for a bill to be passed to solve the problem which we see that's at hand. The third video I watched and to do this report on is basically Arvind Vora's presentation on immigration, showing how immigration is actually a good thing if we go about the means properly. Explaining that this nation itself is built upon immigration. We are a country of immigrants, and how we can actually work upon that strength can overall help us in building a better and stronger economy, and even a better and stronger nation. He tried to explain through logos types of way or technique the idea of the healthy economy through immigration, such as more people that wish to build a better business here in America should get their immigration papers or pass quicker, so they can help support the economy faster, to open up doors to more immigrants that wish to live in the United States for our federal policy, our free basic civil liberties and freedoms that we practice here, and how we can actually reward immigrants that wish to bolster our own economy through easier techniques to immigration and actually becoming full-fledged citizens, which in the end will help us grow as an economic superpower in which we are today, and stop the stagnant belief that if we accept everyone in and try to delay as much as possible, people will get discouraged. If you're the best slice of pie in the world, everyone will want to try to eat you. So the best thing we could do is try to bolster that fact and try to help immigrants come into our nation and become more better, productive citizens. His pathos in helping immigrations and becoming better Americans is a very good point. If we try to help more immigrants coming into our nations with providing them a job and trying to show them a course that they can better themselves rather than giving them many problems or trying to hold them back from becoming productive citizens, there would be less of a burden and actually bolster the economy. Help those who become Americans who deserve it, people that are trying to help our economy. We should be less resistant of immigration policies, and try to bolster on the fact that we can build even better foundations for immigration to help the continued traditions of America through immigration, which the foundation of our nation was built upon. The delivery of his message was great, very heavy on hand gestures, heavy shifting of movements. That's the only thing I was slightly distracted by. Very light background, not much to moving around, very bland and void, so it was more focused upon the presenter. Great flurry of words. I noticed whenever he had words, it kind of flurried over, such as myself when in this presentation that I have a basic footnote of the presentation I want to do and try to speak from my mind, so I have a better presenting capability of getting my point across without major problems in understanding or lack of presentability. These are the 3 videos I decided to use, and I hope you enjoyed them. This is Joshua Brett Ogburn signing off.